A revolutionary loves life, and he knows that life does not end when he himself has died. He knows that life, the life that he loved, will go on in the smiles, laughter of happy children. He knows that life will go on in the smiles of beautiful girls for their youthful lovers. He knows that life will go on in the hearts of a nation that will remember him. This is the life for which he gladly gives his own. The February family is essentially a working class family. Our origins is from Somerset West. The family moved to the West Coast where my mother was a midwife. My father was working for one of the local fishing factories there in the administration. My brother Basil started his primary schooling in Saldanha Bay. And it was during the period when Basil completed his primary schooling when he came to Cape Town and attended high school at Trafalgar High. And when he came home school holidays, when he was then working as a casual in one of the local fishing factories, in the lobster factories there, that he started developing friendship with some of the contract workers. That started Basil focusing on the social imbalances, and his political awareness was then triggered there.
We wanted to express our solidarity after the Sharpeville shootings, and the Langa shootings especially. You couldn't join the ANC. The ANC was restricted for Africans. Colored people still had the SACPO, they became the Colored People's Congress in 1961 at the conference. And some months later, Basil joined me. Basil was very keen to go and study. We heard the report on the radio that the Neville Alexander group had been sentenced. Basil was related to 30 other people there, so he was deeply touched, about this. And he felt he couldn't go and study now. So we said, no, look, well, we want to be part of the struggle, It's then that we went back to Dar es Salaam. We stayed there for a couple of weeks, and then we were sent to Czechoslovakia. And there Basil really showed himself, because a lot of his lecturers were very, our instructors were very impressed with him. We had come from Czechoslovakia, where we received the training and so on. It seems, from the papers you saw that the organization was shifting its strategy now. They were regarding the whole Southern African region as one. So that struggle has become one struggle. Finally, we got the information that this alliance was being forged between ZAPU and the ANC. We were training and doing all these preparations together and all that. But all wanted what these and I think Tennyson, Makawani thought, no, we should try it different. We could think of false passport or something. Because we got a bloody big distance to cover the county Cape Town. But in the end, Basil said, okay, let's go together with this group. Went down to Livingston, and we crossed that deep gorge. And I think Basil and myself, we were still in the same boat crossing. And he was saying, yes, there is. This is now, we're really crossing the Rubicon, we're crossing now. There's no way back now, The only time we had vehicles, the vehicle that brought us close to the banks of the Zambezi. From there, we did everything on foot. We were supposed to go on foot. We were given money, not a lot of money. I think we just got over 50 pounds. That's a lot of money to get us home. It was a tough journey, very hard, tough journey. It got worse, and there were some days we were completely without food. You drank mud and water. When I said, look, let's split up. It's better for us not to be two. Basil was going to go with the one group who was staying in the north, and he was going to make his way. So I was going to go with the other group going to the south of the road. But Basil broke away with that group, and he didn't stay a day or two with them, and he also went on his own. The rest of us went down, so, along in the Wankie Game Reserve. But when we went deeper, we learned they were after us. We could see the spotter planes every day ahead. So we had to take cover most of the time. And then only subsequently we got the reports in Botswana when we were arrested there, that he had actually been killed by people who were arrested there too.
When we heard of the death and then the manner in which we heard about the death fits the abuse and the violation that we've always experienced with the security forces here. You know, in terms of, we're just here to tell you that we've killed the pig, you know, but in Afrikaans was it die vark vrek geskiet, you know, and mum collapsed and she was in a coma for something like 11 months.
But the reports we got that he had hijacked a car and he was stopped at the roadblock. And there was a shootout which followed, and lots of reports get from there, you know, that he was killed there after, in fact, killing others, a number of the police, because it was a big thing.
Yeah, there's been a lot of awards bestowed on Basil. You know, he's received the National Mendy Award for Bravery in Gold. He's received the provincial awards for bravery. There are streets named after him on the West Coast. As far as the family is concerned, and we appreciate that, but as far as the family is concerned, to get closure onto this, those awards become almost irrelevant. We would trade that any day if we could get the assistance to identify where Basil's remains are, so which will enable us to bring that back home, to give him a final and appropriate resting place. That will mean everything to us, so that we can put final closure to that. Once that closure is there, I think we will be able to move on.